If you're an estate agent, outsourcing some of your work, it seems to be the done thing at the moment, and you want to know that the people that you're outsourcing are actually being professional and representing your brand. Today I'm joined by Ed from Viewber and Matt from Sprift, both two standalone awesome prop tech firms that help you sell your estate agency services and also sell the properties. Ed, Viewber is a service which outsources viewings to estate agents, so they don't have to do it themselves. And Sprift is a firm which basically gives great property data to help estate agents either sell houses or get more houses on the market. What collaboration have you guys done, and what benefit does it give to estate agents?
We recognised that we wanted our viewers to be better informed. They're already local, so they know the local area very well. When they're going to show a property, we wanted them to have the maximum data available to them before they went to see it, or during the visit, and it's very, very clear that the data that Sprift produces does exactly that.
What data do you provide to estate agents, be it to either help estate agents get a house on the market or help estate agents sell houses? And why is it so important for viewing people to know that information?
So it's property specific. That's what we specialise in. We've got 242 data points on the 29.6 million UK residential properties. And by having that information on the property itself, certainly for the viewer, you can field any queries from the buyer straight away on the viewing. So it could be, what's the council tax? When does it last sold? Where's the boundary of the property? Lease length? The list goes on and on.
I tell you what, boys and girls, if you haven't seen the Sprift report, you really do need to see it. If you don't mind me saying, it's an amazing bit of kit.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
The wonderful thing is, though, is that when you're outsourcing your viewings, you want the viewing assistant to actually know what they're talking about, and that's a big worry of estate agents when they outsource their viewings.
Well, it is. It's been one of the single biggest barriers for entry for us. It's been people worrying about us representing their brand. That's perhaps less relevant as we approach 300,000 appointments done, so clearly it works. But I think it's also important to point out that our viewers are not trying to be estate agents, and whilst a lot of the data that they get from a Sprift report is extremely useful, we don't want them becoming or trying to take over from the business that the estate agents, negotiators and things do. So it's a question of just being as well informed as possible, understanding the local area and understanding the property. I'm not going to for 1 second say that our viewers are better qualified than the estate agents who are showing it, but they're certainly approaching the level of knowledge that the estate agent themselves will have.
And do you think by having that knowledge, it offers a better service to the potential buyer and also to the estate agent and the vendor?
Yeah, well, Matt and I were talking about that before we came in. This is something that enables buyers to think, crikey, these guys really know what they're talking about. And as we know, for estate agents, most of the business that they get some of the business they get can come from buyers they've met. So from our point of view, when an estate agent says, oh, no, our negotiators have got to go meet the buyers, I think increasingly we're finding that they're very impressed with the people we send along as well.
Because if you think about it, people can smell when they're being sold to, but if you've got a very well-informed viewer who's not there to sell but to be very knowledgeable, people will love that, won't they? And that person represents the estate agency.
That's a whole different ballgame if we go off down that rabbit hole, the idea that people don't like to be sold to. It is true, our research shows that 80% of people out there would rather be shown the property by someone who's not trying to oversell it to them. But it's a moot point, because these days you're trying to sell the buyer all sorts of other services as well. So.
Matt, have you got anything to add to the collaboration that you've had?
I think we've already shown it was sort of part of our reason why when we first started Sprift many moons ago. But now it's borne out that better informed buyers are more committed buyers, so less chance of a fall through, reduces transaction times. That's happening.
Any final words, Ed?
No, I think from our point of view it was very obvious that Matt was very up for it straight away, our collaboration, and in terms of the business we helped get the Sprift name out of there. It worked both ways.
Yeah, quite.
Boys and girls out there in estate agency land, if you are looking for some amazing property data to make get yourself more valuations and look awesome on the appointment, and also some buyers reports, which again, the market, I don't care, in 2022 is going to harden slightly. So anything you can do to help sell properties, you've been in the estate agency game a long time, it is going to harden up with the cost of living going up. Then do check out Sprift. And again, Viewber, exceptional service in terms of outsourcing your viewings, so you can get your negs to actually do some business generating back at the office and not be out of the office for an hour or so.
Couldn't put it better myself.
Thank you for your time today, gentlemen.
Thank you, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.